welcome to my Secrets from Water Passion. Nigga Reggie on this, of course, you're Caucasian. Wow, got that down to a T. To the T. Anyway, disclaimer. This is what YouTubers do. We make disclaimers. I have pimple patches on my face in case you were wondering what is that. Is it because you're a star? That's true too. That was so corny. But anyway, this video, I guess it could be classified under a story time because I'm just going to tell you my experience having sold something on Craigslist for the first time. So, a little bit of background. Okay. When I lived with my siblings, or I would see them like more often, I would always put on like these stories for them, or like it was just like a thing that we would do. We would have different things that we would enjoy doing together and just enjoy together. So one of them was we would listen to like these horror stories about like McDonald's or drive-through or stuff like that, you know, animation ones for the most part, pretty much, yeah. Or when I was like braiding my sister's hair, you know, so that kind of thing. I really miss those times. In any case, you know, all these horror stories. So of course there are some about Craigslist, and you do hear about that online. You do even see that on freaking Judge Judy and stuff like that, you know, where it was over a Craigslist listing where people move in together or just different situations, and with Craigslist being the common denominator. So I'm just gonna, spoiler alert, I guess, it went well, you know, like there was nothing bad that happened in this situation, but it was just pretty easy. And I guess I'm just gonna share my experience. And another disclaimer, I guess, is I get too caught up in trying to make the perfect this or do this the right way. I'm a perfectionist at times, which can be a problem because then that does affect my output, because I could have put out so many more videos. Like this is gonna go up, I'm not sure when, but it is for reference, I suppose, the 2nd of December. Boom. So I moved into this house, bought it like a few months ago, many months ago at this point, like really settled in at this point. So the previous owners had a washer dryer by the brand Speed Queen, and they left those in the house. They also left the receipts for them, which I don't know where I placed them. I'm pretty sure I was the one to have seen the receipts last. But this washer dryer set cost upwards of, I want to say 1,500. It may have been 1,500. I'm not too sure.
Actually, it's closer to 1800. I just cross-checked with my man.
But it's good quality, you know, and that's what they told us. But we didn't need them because I have my own washer dryer set. I've had this washer dryer set by Speed Queen sitting in the garage for a while, and it was just on the to-do list, like, oh, have to sell these, you know, just to get them out of the garage, you know, have space in the garage. They're not doing anything for me, they're just taking up space, what have you. So I finally, and I was putting this off for the longest time, because if you go on Facebook Marketplace, or yeah, pretty much, you if you look washer dryer, if you look that up, there are so many of them. So it's like, would I ever get this off of my hands? I even considered, you know, just giving them away. That's what we could have done. And when I say we, I'm talking about my spouse and I. So a few days ago, I finally, you know, took pictures of them. I had taken pictures of them before, but I don't know where those are. But I finally took a picture of the washer dryer and I posted them on Craigslist as well as on Facebook Marketplace. And when I was looking at the prices on like Facebook Marketplace, I was like, because first I had typed in $200 for both of them. I was like, it's probably mad high. Like, I don't know who's gonna want them, because like people were charging less. So I lowered it to $150, and I took a walk that evening, and I received an email where I was getting notifications from my Craigslist listing where someone said that they wanted it, and I had at least 3 responses at that point. And when I got home, I saw that on Facebook Marketplace. I had over 20 responses where people wanted these. I was like, whoa, that's crazy. So I called one of the guys. This was before I checked Facebook. I called a guy who had seen it on Facebook Marketplace as well as on Craigslist. And he said that he was going to pick them up today, that day, which eventually that's what he did. This is not a horror story. So it was really easy. I was concerned at first about how I would, again, with these horror stories, you know, so I obviously wanted to vet the person. So if I had called the number and all I had gotten on the other end of the line was some man or someone just like breathing heavily, then it would have been a no-go. Obviously, you know. So I think it's important to do that, you know, establish that when you sell stuff online. Yeah, he sounded pretty normal. He came, he picked them up. Some of the responses that were online were weird. Someone asked, "What are your cross streets?" Someone else asked, "What's your address?" Or address, as you say. Address? Anyway, where do I live? You know? Which, you know, it's like, okay. But most people were asking, hey, are these still available? Or saying they can pick them up on this day, this day. Someone else asked, oh, can I get just the washer? A common question I got was, are they electric or gas? They're electric. So the guy came, he picked them up, paid $150. Someone else said they wanted them for $100. It's like, no. You know what? If I had known, I would have priced them at least $200 because I didn't know it would have been this easy to get them off my hands because they've just been sitting in the garage for months ever since we moved into this home, ever since we bought it. So that was pretty easy. What are the takeaways from this story? Because I try to teach lessons. So a lesson is if you're gonna meet with someone or have them come to your place of residence, talk to them, you know, on the phone, which is what I did. One day I'll tell you another story of this. Well, I guess I could include it a little bit here, but there is a more extensive version, an extended version, if you will, where I'm gonna talk about how this is when I was doing hair as my side hustle. And there was this guy whose hair I was gonna braid and I was gonna go to his house. So I had to like vet him, you know, because we can't take risks out here. And I actually like called him on video to see like who he is. I had him send me his like location. He wasn't even coming to my house, but I had him go through all these hoops because I don't want to wind up missing, you know. That's it. I can't really think of anything else to say, except I didn't think it would be that easy, you know. So I took the Craigslist listing down because I kept getting questions about the set even after they had been sold, even though I had edited the post and said, hey, sold. But yeah, I didn't think people would want them that much or that would be that easy to have gotten them off of my hands. Also, most of the people who replied to the listing were Hispanic, so I thought that was noteworthy for some reason. I don't know why. But again, a lot of people are Hispanic here or, you know, in the area. Well, not where I live, but for the radius of like where I posted. Does that make sense? Okay, that's it. If you like this video, my lips are dry, so I need to go moisturize them now. But yeah, I'm glad to have recorded this content at least, you know. So if you like this video, show me that you like it by liking the video. There's honestly nothing to dislike here. If you have any thoughts about it, go ahead and type those in the comments below. Turn on post notifications once you have subscribed to my channel. Check out my social media. Cash at me. It's funny, I tried to sprinkle that in there. Very inconspicuous. But anyway, no, seriously, give me your money. Okay, all right, I'm done. Peace out. Thumbs up on the other channel.